Yo guys, what's up? It's Blackheart here, and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about something very important, guys. As you probably know already, these are very hard days for the Tekken community all. We are suffering, we are struggling, we are, we are confused, we are deceived, we are, we are very, very depressed, to say the least. Yesterday evening, I did a podcast with Mike that went on for 11 hours. Of course, I didn't stay for the whole last time because it's too much. I already knew they were going on for 11 hours. So at a certain point, I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. But it was a very interesting podcast. I suggest you watching it, at least some of it. I'm not gonna watch all the 11 hours of the podcast. I watched and I was part of the first 3 hours. And in these first 3 hours, we discussed about some of the most important things about the game and the current state. Of course, guys, as you know already, the state of the game right now is not very good. Something that already we know, and something that, of course, it's so blatant right now. The Steam community, the Tekken community is falling apart. Everybody's just so fucking angry. Everybody's just crashing out. You know, everything is falling apart, basically, in these days. And their response, the Tekken response, doesn't seem to quite match the importance of the things that they need to address in the next patches. Like, for example, they just announced an emergency patch for two major bugs that there are in game right now, but the rest is still the same right now. All the sensitive transitions, all the plus a million homings, all the death combos are all the same right now. So of course, again, there is so much shit that they need to fix that probably will take a lot of time only to fix this disastrous patch they released. And basically no one is on their side right now. Everybody's just criticizing the patch. Everyone, even the most important defenders of Tekken team right now are critical towards this patch. This tells you how bad the situation is. And this video is towards our dear Michael Murray, and I wanted to give my take on what happened with the Mrs. Play stuff. I already said yesterday that this was very bad. We talked about this in the podcast. But again, I wanted all of you to know what I think about all of this situation, because it's very bad. Basically, our community manager, let's say, because we don't have an official community manager, so he puts himself into this kind of position of a community manager together with Harada and Ikeda. Basically, these are the faces that communicate with us. We don't have anyone to communicate to, basically. First, they say, yeah, give us feedback about the patch. We are waiting to hear your comments and so on. But when the comments are not positive, but they are critical, it happens that, especially Murray, he blocks people randomly for posting memes, for posting, random shit, So at this point, I would just say, okay, maybe you're not it for the job. Just leave it for someone else who can take proper feedback, even when the situations are not good, and probably can take this like a man and not blocking people because they don't agree with you or because they make memes. What is this behavior? What is this very, very bad, unprofessional behavior? I'm sorry to say, I'm not here to judge other people's jobs, but really, this is very, very bad. This is a slap in the face of everybody that supports this community for days and days. To have this kind of behavior in which basically, and by the way, Mrs. Playstuff didn't say anything bad. On the contrary, she said, yeah, but, even if you're critical right now towards the game, don't be harsh to developers, don't say very hateful stuff and so on. So she was actually defending these pieces of shit. And what do they do? What does Murray do? He blocks her. Okay, what is this? What is this? Why? Why would you do something like this to a person that is defending you? Okay? That is so petty. What a disgusting behavior. He expected us to be gentle with him after all the things and after how much he's killing this saga together with the team. Like, I don't understand, genuinely. I don't understand. What does he want? First he says, yeah, give us feedback, and he uses his personal account to make polls, to communicate with the community, but when the things are bad, he starts blocking. That is not good, Michael. I'm gonna say to you. I'm referring to you right now. Make up for your mistakes. Okay, acknowledge that you messed up in this fucking disastrous patch and just do the things you should have done since the beginning, listening to us for once. But the most important part is that he basically blocked her and some others, but he didn't block like the most hateful ones towards him and what he's done. For example, I'm not blocked by Michael Murray, for example, even though I basically told him to almost go fuck himself. Almost. I didn't say that, but almost, you know? Like, or also, I don't know, Medusa, Big Note have been very critical towards him and the community and what he's doing, but they are not blocked. But he blocks a fucking person that didn't do anything wrong. Why? Why? Or he blocks people posting memes about him. I know, you know, you're a public figure. You know, you are a public person. You chose to put yourself into that position. So again, you take the good and the bad. Like a man, like Harada did, for example. Harada was very, very different in this kind of approach. Harada basically said, we acknowledge that you are angry and pissed with us. It's not time to get angry about the things you're saying to us. It's not, you imagine the maturity of a man that really cares about the community. Big win for Harada, really. He's the only one that seems to care about the community right now. He's the only one that seems to say, okay, you're pissed, we're gonna try to do things better. At least it's something. He's not blocking people for random petty reasons right now. He is with us in the moment of trouble instead of someone else. And what does he do then? Again, it's already something better probably, but Gosen basically made a very, very interesting post about all the problems with Tekken 8. I'm gonna try and find it for you to read. Let's see. Okay, so let me see if I can try to. Okay, here we go. He made a very, very interesting post. Also, Dombili the same. And he basically said a lot of interesting things like, please do not increase into the request of increasing HP because of course it reduces the poking importance. Oki needs to be reverted. Of course, it's a very long post, so I'm not gonna read all of this, but just revert back to season 1. Season 2 is so bad. In previous iterations, you could sacrifice damage in order to go for an Oki mix. In this game, even max damage combos and world combos give insane Oki. So not only insane damage, but also insane Oki. So there is no trade. Everything is just busted. Eat burst tracking still needs to be adjusted. That's true. Lateral movement has improved, but the new moves introduced still have strong tracking homing properties that just make the movement improve and feel redundant. That's true, because there are basically so many moves that are plus a million on block. Combo damage needs to be decreased across the board. Aerial tailspin needs to be adjusted. Combos take way too long as well. Exactly, aerial tailspins are such a bad thing for Tekken right now. Like, you can do basically wall carry, wall to wall in infinite stages almost with these fucking tailspins. They are so badly balanced. I think they should be only once per combo, like it's a tornado or something like that, because tailspins are very, very good, guys. And the fact that you can loop them with some characters over and over again, even when with the pushback nerf, it's still a lot. And it still hurts so much because some combos really are so long, basically never ending. And the most important thing is that they put so many new aerial tailspins in this patch. So many characters have new tailspins that do combo tailspin into tailspin into tailspin so much. It's so redundant as a mechanic. Just give it, like for example, again, in my opinion, they should be once per combo. Like you use a burst or a tornado, same thing. Loading the game even more with the unnecessary string mix-ups. Yeah, there are so many new string mix-ups, so many new mid extensions, so many shit. Okay, a true sense of that, adding in individual mechanics and installs. Seems like the core concept of movement mind games in general are worthless because everybody just fucking meshes their heat things. There are so many busted things. Punishes into stance transition 50-50 mix up with every character. Every character basically now can go into stance from punish, so it removes any character identity. This is not about character identity. Giving stances to everybody is not character identity. It's the opposite. And again, there are so many things that he says more. Of course, it's a very long post. You can read it for yourself. But basically, I agree with almost all of what he said. And basically, the only thing that Murray said after all the criticism, after all the shit that he got on, is an eye emoji. eye emoji, not acknowledging the people that is blocked, not acknowledging the situation we are in. It's not his like, I think it's his responsibility, because he puts himself into that position. People say, yeah, but why should he care? Because he's the one, again, that he puts himself in the position of communicating with us. At this point, hire a better community manager. At this point, guys, hire a better community manager that isn't so petty and basically blocks everyone that disagrees with him, basically. So again, it's still something that he read all of this, even though, again, an eye emoji, it's not enough, I think. But again, it's still something. You know, at least Harada, probably, as you can see, Harada probably acknowledged the situation here. And at least he did something more than just an eye emoji after all the criticism. He actually was a man, guys. He actually was a man. He acknowledged that there is a disconnect with the community and they'll try to do better. That's basically an apology, almost. And I respect that much more than people just blocking over pettiness. So, guys, the situation is very bad. Most of people are streaming Tekken 7 again instead of Tekken 8 on Twitch. It's just a shit show, really. And let's hope for the best. I don't know what to say. Let's hope. Look at the titles. You know, like, for example, Staying Alive by Gosain again. Staying Alive. Everybody's just depressed. Everybody just depressed. So Medusa is streaming Tekken 7 again. Look, 39 viewers for Tekken 7. Let's play some real Tekken. Boycott Tekken 8, you know? And I'm probably gonna stream Tekken 7 too, probably. Because honestly, there is no fun in Tekken 8. Every card is just rushed down into broken shit over and over again. It's not fun streaming Tekken 8 right now. So I'm not streaming it. What should I stream exactly? I'm playing Tekken 8 off stream still because I want to savor. I want to, you know, taste the shit I love. I love it, but on stream, honestly, it's just frustrating, honestly, to stream this fucking trash game, because basically I could get mad every 2 seconds at people just mashing. So this is the situation, guys. I hope things will get better soon, and yeah, let's hope. Bye, guys. See you soon. Bye.